You applied online, like everyone else. There's a form on the CIA website: name, education, work history, languages spoken, countries visited. You filled it out at your kitchen table on a Tuesday night and clicked submit and waited. 6 months passed. You almost forgot about it. Then you got an email. They want to interview you. No details. Just a date, a location, and a name that belongs to no one you can find on LinkedIn. What you didn't know, what nobody tells you, is that the moment you clicked submit, they already knew more about you than you know about yourself. They'd been building a file. Your professors, your old roommates, your search history, the trip you took junior year. Everything you thought was private was already in a database with your name on it. The next 30 years of your life were decided in a file you will never see. This is every rank, from the day you applied to the day you disappeared. Level 1, the applicant. You fly to Virginia on your own dime. The building looks like any other government office. Fluorescent lights, bad coffee. A man in a gray suit asks you questions for 4 hours. Where did you grow up? What languages do you speak? Have you ever used drugs? Have you ever been arrested? Have you ever traveled to certain countries? The questions seem random. They are not. They are building a profile. They are looking for patterns. They are looking for lies. Then comes the polygraph. Sensors on your chest, your fingers, your arm. A technician asks questions while monitoring your heart rate, your breathing, your skin. Have you ever betrayed a friend? Have you ever committed a crime you weren't caught for? The machine cannot actually detect lies. But you don't know that. You sweat. You tell the truth because you are terrified of what happens if you don't. 3 weeks later, a letter arrives. You have been accepted into the Clandestine Service Trainee program. Welcome to the CIA. Level 2. The Trainee. They send you to a place the locals call the farm, 9,000 acres of woods and swamps in Virginia, surrounded by fences and armed guards. For the next 18 months, this is your home. You wake at 5. Run 5 miles before breakfast. Sit in classrooms learning about foreign governments, terrorist organizations, and tradecraft. That is their word for spy skills. You learn how to spot surveillance. A car that has been behind you for 3 turns. A man reading a newspaper who looked at you twice. You learn to see patterns that civilians miss entirely. You learn how to pick locks, how to photograph documents without being detected, how to recruit assets, their word for convincing people to betray their countries. You study the 4 motivations: money, ideology, coercion, ego. Everyone fits into one. Your job is to figure out which one and use it. You run practice operations in nearby cities. Your instructors play the role of foreign intelligence officers trying to catch you. If they catch you, you fail. The washout rate is 40%. The people who make it are not necessarily the smartest or the strongest. They are the ones who can lie convincingly to anyone, including themselves. The ones who can do difficult things and then go home and eat dinner with their families like nothing happened. You graduate in the top 15% of your class. They give you a badge and a cover identity. Your real career is about to begin. Level 3, the case officer. Your first posting is an embassy in Eastern Europe. Officially, you are a political attaché. You have an office. You attend diplomatic functions. You shake hands with local officials and remember everything they say. Unofficially, you are a spy. Your real job is to recruit assets. A government official who attends cabinet meetings. A military officer who knows troop deployments. A scientist working on weapons programs. A secretary who handles classified documents. Anyone with access is a potential target. You study your targets, their habits, their weaknesses, their pressure points. Does he have gambling debts? Does she have a sick child who needs expensive treatment? Is he ideologically sympathetic to American values? Everyone has something. Your job is to find it. Your first recruitment takes 8 months. He is a mid-level bureaucrat in the foreign ministry. Gambling debts. You approach him at a casino, buy him drinks, loan him money, then more. By the time he understands what is happening, he owes you $50,000. You don't ask him to betray his country, you ask him to share some documents. Just a few, just enough to cover the debt. He agrees. He has no choice. You file the report. Your supervisors are pleased. Level 4. The knock. Most CIA officers work under official cover. Diplomats. Military attaches. If they get caught, they have diplomatic immunity. They get expelled. It is embarrassing, but not dangerous. You are offered something different. Non-official cover. Knock. You will have no diplomatic protection, no embassy to run to, no badge connecting you to the United States government. If you are caught, the CIA will deny you exist. The State Department will deny you exist. The President will deny you exist. You will be prosecuted under local laws. In some countries, that means prison. In others, it means something that doesn't leave a body. The pay is better. The missions matter more. The risks are total. You say yes. They build you a legend. A fake identity so complete it has a LinkedIn profile, a consulting firm with real offices, real clients who don't know what they're actually funding. You travel to countries where America has no official intelligence presence. You recruit assets the embassy could never approach. You live your cover 24 hours a day. Your neighbors think you're a management consultant. Your girlfriend thinks you travel for work. Your parents think you left the government years ago. The only people who know the truth are handlers you haven't seen in person in 2 years. You are completely alone. Level 5. The paramilitary officer. They pull you out of knock work after your cover is nearly blown in Beirut. A local intelligence service got suspicious. They photographed you meeting with an asset. You spotted the surveillance and aborted. Close. Too close. They offer you a new path. The Special Activities Division. These are not spies who occasionally carry guns. These are soldiers who occasionally gather intelligence. They go where the military cannot go. They do the jobs that are too sensitive, too deniable, too illegal for official armed forces. 6 months of the most intense training on the planet. Close quarters combat, explosives, high-altitude parachute operations, combat diving. Your instructors are former Delta Force and SEAL Team 6. Your first mission is Afghanistan. 3 months in a mud compound in the mountains, growing a beard, eating local food, working with militia fighters whose loyalties shift with the money. You call in drone strikes on compounds where terrorists are hiding. Sometimes the intelligence is good. The target is there. Bad people die. Sometimes the intelligence is wrong. Other people die. You try not to think about the times it's wrong. You receive a medal that doesn't exist for a mission that never happened in a country where you were never officially present. Your family will never know what you did, or why you sometimes wake up screaming. Level 6. The team leader. After 5 years, you are promoted. You run your own unit now. 8 operators. 4 career CIA. 4 contractors who used to be special operations and make 3 times your salary. You make the decisions. You are responsible for the mission. You are responsible for their lives. Your team deploys to Libya during the civil war. Gaddafi is falling. Militias are fighting in the streets. Weapons depots are being looted. Your mission is to locate and secure chemical weapons before they reach the wrong hands. 6 weeks in Tripoli while the city burns. Operating at night. Sleeping 2 hours at a time in safe houses that change every 48 hours. You bribe militia commanders for information. You interrogate prisoners. You pay informants who might be lying, might be setting you up, might be working for the other side. You find 3 caches of mustard gas, 15 tons of chemical weapons that could have killed hundreds of thousands of people. You destroy them in place because there is no safe way to transport them. On your last night, your convoy is ambushed. 1 of your men is killed, 2 wounded. You carry one of them half a mile to the extraction point while bullets move through the air around your head. The mission is classified as a success. You write letters to the families of the dead. The letters are lies. You cannot tell them what really happened. You cannot tell anyone. Level 7. The Station Chief. You have been in the field for 15 years. Your body is breaking down. A shoulder that dislocates. Knees that ache every morning. Ringing in your ears that never stops. The doctors say you cannot do field work anymore. They offer you chief of station. the senior CIA officer in an entire country. Every operation, every asset, every piece of intelligence flows through you. You manage 40 officers, hundreds of local assets. You meet the ambassador every morning. You meet local intelligence services who are sometimes allies, sometimes adversaries pretending to be allies, sometimes assets you recruited years ago who now run their own agencies. You approve operations that could start international incidents. You kill operations that carry too much risk. Every success is classified. Every failure ends up on the front page of the newspaper. You sleep 4 hours a night. You haven't taken a vacation in 3 years. Your marriage ended during your second tour in the Middle East. Your children are grown now. They know the cover story. They know the person you pretend to be. They don't know you. You retire after 30 years. There is a small ceremony in a conference room at Langley. 50 people. Colleagues you've worked with for decades. The director gives a speech about sacrifice, about the price of freedom. Your colleagues applaud. Some of them are crying. You receive a medal, the Distinguished Intelligence Cross, the highest award the CIA can give. It goes in a box in your closet because you cannot display it. You cannot explain it. You cannot tell anyone what you did to earn it. You sign more non-disclosure agreements. You are reminded that everything you did, everything you saw, everything you know is classified for the rest of your life. You move to a house in Virginia. You don't have many friends. The people you worked with are scattered or dead. The people you knew before the agency are strangers now. You can't explain the scars. You can't explain why you walk the perimeter of your property at 3 a.m, looking for threats that aren't there. The assets you recruited who were caught and executed. The operations that went wrong. The people you interrogated. The people you killed. None of it officially happened. None of it will ever be acknowledged. You are a ghost. Somewhere tonight, a young person is filling out a form on the CIA website, dreaming of adventure, dreaming of serving their country. They are imagining Jason Bourne. They have no idea what they are actually signing up for. They don't know about the loneliness, the moral compromises, the things you see that you can never unsee. They'll learn. They always do. Subscribe. The next file doesn't officially exist.